intrigue with both teams ranked in the top 15. Welcome to Chapel Hill and beautiful Kenan Memorial Stadium, the home field of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see the number 11 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a playoff team from last year, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Seminoles will kick this away to get us going. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Back to throw. It's done. Quick throw complete to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. So an early season test for both teams, a top 25 matchup. Both trying to get off to a quick start here, Kirk, and set the tone for the rest of this one.
Well, that's the beauty of these matchups early in the year. You're either going to come out fast or fall flat, and one of these teams will experience the latter. This game is crucial to kickstarting your team in the right direction for the season. These kind of games create that type of momentum that they can carry with them on a week-to-week basis.
And looking to throw now on first down. Snags a quick throw.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Play fake, looking to throw. Makes a quick grab. Breaks free. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
And the Tar Heels look to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun, handoff inside.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display.
Touchdown, North Carolina. That's how you finish a play.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Excellent work by the coverage team. He's brought down after just a short return. They'll run it from the gun. As the first down is still going. And it works. The first down to the 35.
Boy, another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. He's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
So quickly up to the 35-yard line for first down. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This This is a tough environment for visitors. Ball handed off. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch, and he goes down right there. That's more than enough for a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. They'll run it here. And it'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
On third down, he drops to throw. Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'll be enough for a first down.
Good catch just past the first down line to allow the drive to continue. It's a nice play by the quarterback and wide receiver there.
And the Seminoles with first and 10 here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Running back has it on a screen now. Finding some room at the 25. Touchdown, Knowles. Way too much speed on that play. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. And he just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Back to pass. It's done. Makes a quick catch. Gets some space around the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, this is a great job by the offense here of spreading out the defense, creating those vertical seams. But you could almost feel the quarterback once he got this defense spread out. He had his eyes on one guy, his receiver, the receiver that can fly. Nice throw and another big gain.
Breaks loose at the 40. Finally tackled down at the 17-yard line. Now this offense in great scoring position. After one enormous play, the offense is set up with a first and 10 inside the red zone. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Great cut there.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And the Tar Heels hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. This time he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Defense all over him that time.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Tar Heels!
Chris, is a great touchdown by the quarterback and receiver, but I just can't help but think this is why defensive coordinators work so hard on the pursuit drill. Better effort from the collective defense might have prevented that from being a touchdown.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On the tight end, grabs it over the middle. You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Boy, another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Wenke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward. Man, so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
Screen to the wide receiver. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. One quarter. Let's see how the quarterback's stats stack up. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Handoff here from the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. So the counter play doesn't work. The defense in good position that time to make a play.
Yeah, on most of these counters, you leave the in man on the line of scrimmage unblocked and you try to pull those offensive linemen to kick him out. But if you have an aggressive defense, sometimes that can backfire. And the defense knew exactly what was coming there.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. Ball is handed off out of the shotgun. First down, looking for more now. They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a first down.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. Third and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
Receiver in motion now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They bring him down, but the back able to pick up some decent yardage on that screen.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screen play. Nice positive gain for the offense.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's intercepted, tried to fire it into a tight window. Now he's bringing it back. We finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play, the pick and then that return.
What a great job here by the safety to anticipate where the quarterback was going to go with the football. That gave him enough time to be able to get over and break on the football in time for the interception.
To the air, it's done. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Finding space at the 20. And he's brought down at the 1-yard line. What a play on the completion.
Well, that's exactly why you dial up the screen. The defense is overcommitting to the pass rush and trying to apply pressure on the quarterback. Great execution, plenty of space available, and, man, he had a convoy downfield to help him pick up big yards.
And the Tar Heels looking to punch it in here. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UNC.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And the point after is right down the middle. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Pass caught. Second down now. Handoff to the back. He's past the marker and still going. It's a nice gain. It'll move the football up to the 27.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Here comes a handoff. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up fourth down.
Chris, this is somewhat of a surprise to me. These guys have been great on third down all year long. Top 25 in the country. But just not enough on this one. You got to think they wish they could get that route back to run it past the sticks.
Coach decides to go for it on this fourth down. From the shotgun, drops back. Running out of time in the pocket. Incomplete. A huge fourth down stand by this defense.
Oh, man, this one is going to sting. I mean, you can see that this head coach and offensive coordinator, they have faith in the quarterback and the offense to deliver, and you like that. But now, their own defense is going to have to bail them out a bit here.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Picks up the first, looking for more. And he will head out of bounds after a huge pickup on the ground.
Well, we know this guy can throw the football, and here, this is what makes him so good. His ability to run the option and get involved in the run game puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Touchdown, North Carolina. This offense is still clicking.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. First down. Looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
The shotgun running play call. They tackle him about the 14. It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. Crucial third down play right here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Locates the tight end. It's complete. And he'll go down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, it's got to start somewhere, and there's a nice first down to keep this drive alive and hope to be able to create a little bit of momentum here near the end of the first half, trying to cut into this lead and get some points on the board.
Catch made on the out route. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. And the Noles hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. There's the handoff. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up. No huddle here for the offense. Looking to pass here on second down. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. They stop it at the 49, but that'll be a first down. The Noles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. He'll hand it off. They get him down, but that's a solid gain. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaks an open space. They finally make the stop, but the offense threatening down. First down to the 27.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Offense getting set. It's second down. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. It's an out route. The catch made. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
Grab by the receiver. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And he'll set up to throw. That's a nice grab, but it's incomplete. He couldn't stay in bounds there. Brings up third down now.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch in bounds, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Looking to the end zone. And he he makes the catch. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Now that's what I'm talking about. This hasn't been a great first half, but putting up that touchdown like this, now they're going to be feeling good heading into that locker room and get themselves to believe that they can come back and win this game.
The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can they make something happen? Dropping back. It's done. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. One more play before they head to the locker room. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to throw it on first down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the first half of play. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Tar Heels will kick this away to start the second half. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Goes out of bounds at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They need to get things going here in the third quarter, already trailing by a couple possessions. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. And it's going to be incomplete. Defense had a great chance for the pick. Couldn't come up with it.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
The pocket breaking down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Well, the defense was all over the field in the first half, and as we see here, more of the same to start this third quarter. Big question to me is, now you got a 4th down. You look at that scoreboard, I'm going to start to wonder, should I go for this?
They'll kick it away here. And the puck will bounce out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. To the air. It's done. Catch made over the middle. Breaks loose at the 40. They make the stop, but it's a big play to the 31.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Off the play fake on first down. It's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, it's second down.
Oh, Chris, he almost gave one back there. This quarterback needs to be much more careful working with a 2-touchdown lead. That's not how to protect it.
Now it's second down here. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. He escapes the pocket. Breaks into the clear. Gets loose on the scramble and picks up a decent gain. Short of the first down.
That's what I really love about this quarterback. Looks downfield. Everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked.
But I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Trying for a fourth down completion. He's got it. Enough for a first down. Defense makes the recovery a turnover.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half, really the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Heads-up move by the head coach using that challenge. Officials will reverse the call on the field after taking a closer look. And the Tar Heels will line up on 1st and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They finally make the tackle, but it's going to be 1st and goal from the 6.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And the quarterback keeps it here. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run.
Chris, you and I love this guy's ability to run the football, especially in the option game. But why take an unnecessary hit here? A chance to step out of bounds and avoid the hit? You got to do it.
Ball back at the 10-yard line now for 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. It's done. Touchdown, Tar Heels. This offense really clicking. And now to try here for the extra point. Extra point makes it 35-14. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Looking downfield. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield. The gain moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught by the receiver. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Did not get there. And now it's going to bring up 4th down and 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial 4th down try. Somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. On the move now. Fires it on the move. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. To throw, it's done. Pass complete on a crossing route. Finding space at the 20. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, UNC. And a touchdown to the big tight end. We're seeing it more and more on Saturdays and Sundays, Kurt.
Well, the tight end saying, hey, guys, don't forget about me. Don't forget I'm a pretty good player, too. All the attention being put on the wide receivers out on the perimeter. It's going to make this defense have to focus on the interior, making sure where that tight end is and trying to slow him down.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on fourth down in their end and got stopped. Catch made on the out route. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He fires downfield. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, you can pick up some big yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Catch made on the left side. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The Seminoles line up on 1st and 10 now. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Makes the grab. Can he get there? Touchdown, Florida State. Still no answer for this offensive machine. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. This has been a dominant performance so far, of double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. On the run here, lets it go. The ball is caught, and he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense, when you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackle after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the third quarter. And as we wrap up the third quarter, let's check out the quarterback comparison. This has been a terrific duel. Both guys putting on a show so far today. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Here we go. Scanning the field. It's done. Defense is coming after him. The receiver grabs it. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Couldn't quite get in, tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run. Really, whatever they...
And it's caught! Touchdown, North Carolina! How in the world do you lose track of the reliable tight end on that play?
The only thing I can think about is the defense is so locked in on the wide receivers or maybe the running game that they just forgot about the tight end. The guy's wide open. That's an easy throw.
Point after, knocked right through. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Tries to get it to the running back. The quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Important second down play coming up. Handoff to the right side. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Well, they try the middle, but stuff for no gain. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face. With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
First down, looking to throw the ball. It's an out route, the catch made.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Nowhere to run up the middle. And the Seminoles looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Third down, it's a handoff. They stop him behind the line. That's going to set up fourth down and short.
Well, that run didn't go anywhere here on third down. It'll bring up fourth down. And right now, late in the game, they've got to go for this. They got to call their best fourth and short play and hope to keep the sticks moving.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Wants to throw it. He fires this throw. It is intercepted. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Just when it looked like they might make this a one-score game, the quarterback gives it back to the defense. The climb just got steeper, and they're running out of time here in the fourth quarter.
Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking deep to the right side. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football, and vertical shots to boot.
Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Hey, I get the passing of football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players, get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10 from the 45. Pounding away with the run game. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, they actually call a play that goes in the wrong direction. Seems like everything they've called is worked out, whether it's on the ground or through the air. And this time, the defense steps up and makes a play.
Dropping back, it's Henderson. Short pass finds the tight end. They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. First down from the 30.
Well, he's been their go-to guy all game long. They needed a big play there on third down. They go his way again, and it works out.
Fires it to the wideout. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Now, I'm not really sure why you're stopping the clock here, leading by so much in the fourth quarter. Run the ball, run the clock, and you can walk out of here with a win.
So second down after the incompletion. Finds an open target on the left side. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Strong game by this quarterback.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
Extra point splits the uprights. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Set to kick it off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. With time running out, serious urgency here. Can they score and score quickly? A little bit too much air on that throw by the junior quarterback.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a fourth down.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime, get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play, force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Looking for his back. And he throws his third interception of the day. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39. The offense now has great field position to start the drive. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. And that run produces a decent gain. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. A gain makes it second and medium. It's a quarterback keeper. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
When you think about option plays, especially quarterback, when he keeps the ball, a lot of times it's a big explosive play, but sometimes it's just about getting what you can and keep the drive moving.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Oh, this defense, if there's any chance of getting back in this game, you can't give up a big gain like this on first down.
And it's a kneel down. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the results of this game. Unbelievable job by this team dealing with the expectations, the pressure, and as you said, playing a good team. This was a big-time win and an opportunity to really continue to move up.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.